If you want to start off just by telling me your name and a little bit about what brought you to neurofeedback in the first place.
Hello, my name is Bill Dendiu. I am 61 years old, and 3.5 years ago I had a massive stroke that left the left side of my body paralyzed, put me in a wheelchair for a year where doctors told me I would never walk or talk again and I would not be able to remember events in my life.
Could you tell me a little bit more about what your life was like before you had your stroke?
Prior to my stroke, I was a very active individual, very physical. I rode a bike every day. I did yoga every day. I swam every day. I played golf every day. I surfed. I owned my own business. I was very successful by society's standards. Then I had my stroke, and in one day my entire life changed. I went from being vibrant and very active to being in a wheelchair where I was in constant pain. And I refused to accept that as my life. I had scores of doctors tell me that I would never walk, that I would not talk. Obviously, I talk now. And that I would not remember events from my life. As a result of that, I lost my family. I lost my home. For a while, I lost my business. But I never lost my hope and I never lost my desire to get better. And that desire to get better led me to meeting Dr. Starr and his staff and trying everything under the sun, moon, and stars that could potentially help me. When a person wants to succeed in life, they have to be open-minded. They have to be willing to try things, think outside the box, and never give up. And as a result, that's why I'm here today talking to other people, because I don't care who you are. We all face challenges, every one of us. Mine happen to be physical now. I don't know what yours are, but I can promise you this: you want a better and happier life. To get a better, happier life, you surround yourself around good people who will help you get that. That's what I have with these people. I have good, positive people who care about me, who go the extra mile to help me get better. That's the only reason why I'm here talking today.
Do you believe that this is a method of rehabilitation that could work for almost everyone?
I believe that anybody, I hate to limit it to people with just physical problems. But obviously that was what drove me in this direction. It certainly helps anybody that has physical disabilities like mine, like a stroke or maybe MS or whatever your physical limitation may be. But I can tell you that it helps you be calmer. It helps you think clearer. It helps you relax and sleep better. If those things are important to you, then you should try this.
What are the biggest differences? I mean, how is your mood and how are you feeling before you go into a session? And how are you feeling when you come out of a session?
I'll take today as an example. I had to drive about 160 miles on the LA freeways. But instead of me being worried about it, I was excited because I knew I was coming down here to do a session and that it would help me get further towards my goals. I knew that tonight I'll sleep better after I do this, and I'll be calmer. I'll be more relaxed. I'll be more focused. I don't worry about the little nitpicky things as much. My life seems to go more into perspective when I do this, where I focus on what's important and what's not. So that's important for anybody. That's why I say I don't limit this to just people with physical limitations. It applies to anyone that wants to live a more focused, more driven, more positive life.
When you were first told about neurofeedback by your doctor, what were your first thoughts? Did you have any, were you skeptical at all? Did you have any hesitations? What were your initial perceptions there?
I wasn't skeptical because Dr. Henderson has helped me in every way. And he highly recommended Dr. Starr. Then I met Dr. Starr and I liked him immediately.
What were the things that you liked most about him as a doctor?
Well, because when you're going through what I've gone through, where you almost died, you see scores of doctors, and most of them that you see don't care. What they care most about is your insurance and your copay. And what they do is they tell you what you can't accomplish. And with Dr. Starr, we sat and talked, and he asked me what I wanted to accomplish. We talked about mutual likes, about the water, about surfing and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. All the things that I love and miss, and that most doctors won't even talk to me about because they think I'll never do it again. Dr. Starr and I instead made plans to surf together. And at that point, he had me hooked. The hook was in my mouth. I thought, here's a man after my heart who believes in me and wants to help me realize my dreams. What more can you ask for in a doctor or a friend or anything else? I don't consider Dr. Starr to be my doctor. He's my friend as well.
Well, Bill, I think you've given us a wonderful testimony. I agree with you. I think you're making tremendous progress.
Well, thank you.